Well, this is different.
Well, I figured D&D themed story might as well have D&D themed episode.
I suppose on paper that makes sense. Besides, it gets us a chance to show off our D&D characters.
Exactly. So, where's everybody else?
Sorry I'm late, guys. What?
Satan, what the hell am I looking at?
Are you a gnome?
I don't know. I just had my brother make me a character sheet. I couldn't make heads or tails of it.
Wait, you let your brother, the Jehovah's Witness, make you a D&D character?
Okay, when you say it like that, it sounds like a really bad idea.
That's because it is a really bad idea.
Oh, it also says on your D&D character sheet that you have to approach everybody and ask them, have you heard about our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ?
Oh, motherfucker!
Sorry I'm late, guys.
What the heck are you, Alan?
I am a great wizard paladin.
That sounds awesome! Switch characters with me!
What? No, I put a lot of effort into this.
Who be disturbing me from me nap?
Are you a pirate?
I would be the problem. But you're a pirate in real life.
That may be true, but in this game, I'm a living pirate.
That's legit.
So, anyone seen our 6th companion?
Oh, hey Leslie.
Meow. Okay, everyone's here, right? So we can start the adventure.
Just one question.
Who's the DM?
Hi, this is Roll With It.
The episode begins at some random horde fortress as She-Ra, as well as the Glimmer Squad, are currently trying to take it over. They're having a grand old time while doing it, but then Bo gets shot in the back by a bazooka and ends up falling off a cliff to his death. Or so we think. Turns out it was just all a strategy meeting, where they're discussing what to do for taking the Horde Fortress.
Yep, for the first time ever, we actually get to see their strategy meeting, and to her credit, She-Ra is taking things seriously. But I can't say the same for the other two, as they seem more concerned with just goofing off with their little miniatures than they are about what the upcoming battle might be. And She-Ra is totally on board with trying to figure out a good strategy, cause the inevitable of Catra.
But fortunately for them, only Scorpina's in charge, and she is so loving her new position, as Catra pretty much dumped her at this base, but she thinks it's a great honor that she entrusts her in a base in the middle of nowhere, and she's just going full gaga over it, instead of actually doing her job.
I can't believe we rolled for a ride and found a Brachiosaurus.
Hey, don't blame me, it's the god of the dice.
Hey, hold on guys, we can't go any further with the cart.
Why not?
Meow.
It looks like there's a huge body of water up ahead.
So, we got a Brachiosaurus. Let's just ride it out.
Whee!
So we head back to the quote-unquote strategy meeting, as Glimmer is currently having her own fantasies about what looks like a Cowboy Bebop OC. And she starts pretending that she can do all these crazy things, when in reality she really can't. But She-Ra tries to get things back on track with an actual battle strategy, and then they get attacked by Kaiju Mermista! Actually, no, she just walked in.
She also wants in on the strategy meeting, which I actually respect that. She's being proactive, but she's also being kind of a jerk, which I think is her default personality setting. But then Glimmer stupidly teleports her out, and that causes the Horde to track their movements, so they know the princesses are there and ready to attack.
Speaking of attack, encounter time!
What? We don't have time to attack?
Meow.
Yep, you get jumped by goblins!
What the fuck is wrong with that one?
Roll initiative, bitches!
So we go back into Princess Tumbler's power fantasy as she reimagines Catra in her own evil, villainous image. But then she gets interrupted by Princess Perfuma. Yep, the other princesses showed up wanting in on this strategy meeting.
If you can even call it a strategy meeting anymore. Honestly, it's just a game of D&D at this point. But at least the Horde is taking a proactive approach, as they are setting up a spy drone in order to go spy on the princesses in their D&D session. which, yeah, at this point it's turned into a D&D session. She-Ra is the dungeon master, who's actually trying to take things seriously. And then we get Bo's power fantasy and... Wait, what the fuck is that?
It looks like the original costume for the Bo from Generation 1. In fact, we get to see all the cast members in their original G1 outfits, and they don't look that bad. Heck, we even see Catra in her perfect glory. But I do have to admit, they done goofed. This might be an aesthetic nitpick I'm about to bring up, but really take a look at these outfits. Really take a look at these outfits. They really don't look that bad. If you remember way back before She-Ra even came out, there was a controversy regarding the new style and look of She-Ra, saying that she wasn't feminine enough, which I can definitely see the point. But as you can see right here, she clearly shows that it can actually work with this Gen 1 outfit, where she can still look threatening and opposing, but still have at least some feminine qualities. So yeah, the writers and creators done goofed with showing her in her actual Generation 1 outfit.
I think the only one that doesn't work is actually Princess Tumbler. I mean, just look at that headpiece.
So we go through Bo's power fantasy and he, well, dies. Because She-Ra is trying to take things seriously. But the same can't be said for the other princesses, as they all go through their each own individual power fantasy. And She-Ra's trying to keep the peace.
Well, there's the last goblin. So, how much XP do we get? You all level up, except for Satan. What? Why don't I get to level up? Because you never got to say your line. You're supposed to ask if they found Jesus. That's bullshit.
Satan, you really need to learn the rules of this game.
I will teach you, young Padawan.
Well, the spy bot, during their confusion, infiltrates the princess's strategy meeting, and the Horde gets a first-hand look of just how uncompatible the princesses are, as they're just goofing off, imagining their power fantasies. But Scorpina interprets everything as reality, thinking that they actually have giant plant and golems and the power of a water-themed She-Ra. But during the confusion, Mermista spills some random liquid onto their spy drone, and it short circuits and dies. Is it sad that I feel more emotion for the spy bot than any other character?
No, it is not. He lived his life with true purpose.
Let us all take a moment to bow our heads for the spy drone.
You know what? Just for that spy drone, I'm going to allow everyone to level up again. Oh, sweet! Huh? What's this?
Oh, looks like you get to choose your oath.
My what now?
As a paladin, you get to choose an oath depending on what kind of powers or perks you want to run.
He's a gnome paladin? What the hell kind of character was his brother running? Meow.
Let's see, there's the Oath of Devotion, Oath of Vengeance, and...
Oh, that one! I'll take that one! Oath of Vengeance!
Okay, who do you vow vengeance against?
I vow vengeance against God!
Wait, he's a paladin. Can he swear vengeance against his own god?
Him allows it!
This little gnome is probably the most interesting character we got now. Going through their own unique power fantasy, and they all each have their own unique perspective of how they interpret Catra.
But then She-Ra finally flips her lid and explodes at them, saying that this is a strategy meeting, not a D&D party. They need to take it seriously or they could die. And to prove her point, she tells the ideal strategy of how they could all die if they aren't prepared, going full well on how they fight in their personalities. But Princess Tumbler assures her that they don't have to think of every little detail and they can just wing it. And so, I guess this makes She-Ra feel better, and so they decide to go in headfirst without a real plan.
That's stupid. They're stupid. Why are they being so stupid?
Aye, what kind of lesson are they teaching the kids? Oh, it's okay to do anything you want without a plan. Everything will work out in the end. Tell you what, princess, no it won't.
But then we cut back to the Horde as Scorpina is continuously freaking out over the prospects that they actually have all the things that they say they have. Their cohorts try to calm her down right before everything goes up shit creek without a paddle, as they actually don the costumes and powers of their power fantasy characters, and proceed to take the base without too much of a fuss. And She-Ra is relieved that Catra isn't even there, and they all go headfirst against Scorpina, who does try to put up a decent fight at first, but is completely overpowered and overrun.
Because, hey, who actually needs strategy when you can just punch the people to death? And so they gain the base. That's it. That's all they want. They got a base. Congratulations.
And that was Roll With It. Kind of a waste of an episode.
Only got 7 episodes this season. You can't have any time for filler episodes.
I think what this episode was going for is, if the princesses believe in themselves, everything will work out. Well, news for you, no it won't. You should have at least a decent battle strategy. But hey, they're so overpowered that they don't even need a battle strategy. They can just take anything they want.
It's kind of a bad message to just say, roll with it, and everything will work out in the end. That's a bad message.
And I do have to give props to She-Ra for at least trying to make them work together with an actual strategy of attack.
But it makes me think that if this is what the original Princess Alliance was all about, where they solve all their problems by punching it, then no wonder it failed originally.
While I can get behind the fun D&D callbacks in this episode, as well as the callbacks to the original She-Ra series, I can't give this one a pass.
Indeed, this one doesn't get a pass. No matter how much I really wanted a D&D themed episode to be good, this one just wasn't it. Maybe next time. So until next time, we're the Cartoon Gentlemen, organizers of chaos as Vintage Kings. And does anybody know what our quest was all about?
Good question. What are be our quests?
Your quest is to get takeout. That sounds like an actually good quest.
Who wants pizza?
And then I was like, now let's not stand on ceremony, Mr. Wayne. And Catwoman was just all like, what? Like, how could you not tell that Bruce Wayne was Batman? Who else could afford all the Bat-themed items that he keeps using? Well, Duxton agrees that you have kind of a point. But enough about me. Let's hear some exploits that you've done, Duxton. Oh, Duxton can't do that because Duxton isn't a villain. Say what? No way. You're such an obvious villain. That's clearly what your designer entailed. I mean, look at all the evidence. You clearly reference yourself constantly in the third person. You're modeled after Gaston, the villain from Beauty and the Beast, and your backstory supports you. Abandoned by your friends, and then the girl you like taken by their head honcho? That's obvious villain backstory. Could it be that Duxton is supposed to be a bad guy?
Hey guys, I got an idea. Let's give Duxton a crash course on how to pick up chicks as a villain.